Good morning. Our June safety topic is about using hazardous chemicals safely. Everyone is responsible for preventing accidents and injuries, so this topic applies to everyone in the depot. All employees have the right to know how to use chemicals safely. OSHA created the Hazard Communication Standard to make sure employees have access to information on hazardous materials. It means that hazardous chemicals must be classified and labeled, and in a safety data sheet, or SDS, must be available for each chemical. On top of that, the Global Harmonized System, or GHS, standardized the classification and helps labeling of chemicals, which helps identifying the physical and health hazards. Under GHS regulation, each chemical must show a product identifier. This is like a chemical name, the word danger or warning, a precautionary statement, a supplier information, and one of the GHS pictograms. All of this is in place so the chemicals and their hazards can be easily identified. I bet you recognize the GHS pictograms, but do you know the meaning of each? Let's review together. And I'll start with one I think you all know. Who knows this one? If you said flammable, you're right. Here's another one. Who knows the meaning? This one means corrosive. Next one. That's it, explosive. How about this? This is a symbol for nature polluting. Who knows this one? Oxidizing. Does anyone know this symbol? Toxic. How about this one? If you said harmful, you got it. Who knows this one? This means non-flammable gas. Here's the last one. Hazards to health. I encourage you to learn the meaning of each GHS pictogram, if you haven't already. That way you'll be able to easily identify hazardous chemicals and use them safely. So how can you prevent accidents and injuries when it comes to chemical safety? Here are a few tips. Read the label and SDS before handling a hazardous substance. Be ready to react if exposed to the hazardous substance. Never mix chemicals. Use an approved container when transferring chemicals and label it properly. Wear the PPE specified in the SDS. Talk to your manager with any questions about handling chemicals. Never use a chemical for anything other than its intended purpose. Wash your hands after handling any chemical. Identify the eye wash or first aid station in case of an emergency. On top of these tips for safe handling of chemicals, make sure chemicals are stored properly. Store chemicals only in approved and properly labeled containers. Keep flammable products in the flammable cabinet, and be sure to put chemicals away after using them. Let's go back to where we started. Everyone is responsible for preventing accidents and injuries, so everyone has a role in handling chemicals safely. Thanks for your focus on working safely, and have a great week.